Welcome to Q's Court, powered by OleMiss365.com.
Welcome to Q's Court. I'm your host, Marcus. Then I have Coach Q. Coach Q, hadn't been long, just last week, man. We talked about this.
Yeah, we did.
We talked about it, man. I just want to just look back on, what we talked about last week, the gauntlet that you guys are having to go through. Came home, got a good win against Arkansas, much needed win.
Yeah.
Went on the road just yesterday. We know Kenny, and we know what they're going to do. A good club.
Sure.
Really good football, really good basketball team. So you have to kind of just, the way this SEC thing is just coming down. I listened to Coach Joe. She said, why do we need a tournament? She said, why do we need a tournament? Because pretty much it's dog in, dog out every week.
Sure.
So how quick do you guys get back to it? I mean, you got a game tomorrow against Tennessee, a team that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
They're a good basketball
Absolutely.
team. But you're at home.
Sure.
And it's hard to win in the SEC at home. We see Vandy just lost to Georgia. So you're not going to come in anybody's house and just walk the dog. That's not going to happen. So how do you guys get back to your brand of basketball?
Well, I got back to it immediately right on the plane because you have to, because the turnaround is so quick. You can't harp on what just happened because you can't go back and do it over. If you can go and do it over again, then you go and do the scout again, but you can't. So you got to move on. And the thing about this conference, which I think is so unique, is that every night you got a chance to get a ranked win.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to have gratitude and solace in, that we have a great opportunity coming up on tomorrow night to be able to come and beat a great team.
Yeah. Coach, you have Tennessee, LSU, and you have South Carolina. South Carolina. You got 2 games at home.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great opportunity to get back, in the winning circle against a really good basketball team. A basketball team who we've seen on national TV that, the coach called them out. Say, hey, look, you guys are not playing tough. And I think, I watched the game yesterday. They did play tough against Texas, which Texas is a great basketball team. How are we going to be able to come in and set the tone, tomorrow coming into the pavilion?
Well, I think it really comes down to playing settled basketball. Tennessee wants to play unsettled. They want to scramble you. They want to play off your missed shots.
Yes.
They want to make it chaotic. And that's where we have to be poised and come in and play the way we play. We have to rebound the ball, push in transition, push with numbers. Without numbers, we need to really get out and pull the ball out and run good offense. And we're pretty capable of doing that. So going into this game, we know the things that we do well. We know the things that we need to improve on. And the good part about this game is we've played this style before. We've played pressing teams. We've played teams that will scramble you a little bit, and we've come out and played well in those situations, and we have a good game plan. We've already started on the game plan because actually this is a game that was supposed to happen previously.
Yes.
So the good part about it is just got to tweak a few things and get ready. We actually prepped for them all the way up until the game got postponed.
Yeah.
So for us, we got to come back and just kind of polish it up a little bit and come back with a similar game plan and get ready to play.
And Coach, these 3 games, Jimmy, you're playing against top teams. Mm-hmm. Hall of Fame coaches. Mm-hmm. How do you just take all that in and what you're seeing every weekend? There's not many conferences that's going to see 10 teams ranked in the top 25, and you get them in a row. A gauntlet. Look what we talked about last time.
I remember back in the old days when I first started coaching the Syracuse, and we got our schedule, and I saw the schedule. It is what it is. And then when you sit in those spring meetings and you look across the table at Jano, and across the table at Coach Stringer, and across the table at Muffet, you're looking and you're scanning this, and you're going like, man, you're trying to count the wins across the table, and you're counting more Hall of Fames and more championship trophies than you are wins.
Right.
And that's something that you have to get ready for. I always tell people the story where our conference back then, when I was in the Big East, it was so unforgiving. I remember, quick story, we were playing Notre Dame, and they were up by like 9 touchdowns on us, right? And I thought the game was over.
Right.
And she said, "Run it, run it." I'm like, "Oh my God, we still have to guard? Yeah, we're not running this clock out. We're not in the game with a turnover.
No,
We're in the game with the bucket."
bucket.
And that was my wake up moment, my wake up call. Like, you have to play every possession in these P4 conferences, because no coach will concede a possession up by 30.
Right.
And that's one of them things that keeps you sharp. It keeps you prepared.
Keep you focused.
Yeah, absolutely, because every possession matters and every game matters. And so with my experience in that, and obviously Coach Yo has had the same being in this conference.
Right.
We just talked about every possession, every moment, every situation can become the difference of you winning and losing, and that's kind of what we have been preparing for.
Yeah, and now I'm looking at just the scoring part of Cody's been dynamic.
Sure.
Latasha, she's been this a great basketball player. Who else do y'all have to get involved to make this stretch? You know, these 3 games that you have. Who else do you feel like y'all have to get involved a little bit more to be successful in these next 3 games?
Well, I think it's about our next 2 or 3, as you said, to come up and really make a difference. When we throw the ball inside to Christina on that midline, and she can turn it over either shoulder, she can score on any post player in the country. So we got to make sure that we keep her involved and make sure that when she's open and she's deep in the paint and getting deep post position, we got to give her the ball. Sarah Chino, getting her out in transition, letting her be athletic,
Yes.
letting her do the things that she does. I mean, Sarah is a 3-level scorer.
Yes.
So we got to make sure that we're creating opportunities for her to score on all 3 levels, which I think Coach Yo has been doing. We just got to just continue. You know, it's funny, and I think that when you get to this part of the season and you get into this segment of games,
mm-hmm.
people always forget that we're 20-6 right now. So we're not in a situation where
right.
It's a privilege when a loss becomes this catastrophic, because people aren't used to seeing you lose. And I love it.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. Give me that kind of pressure every day, and where I'm winning,
yes,
and a loss is like, man, what happened?
Right
now we're 20-6. I think that we're in a really good spot right now, with some games coming up to where we can make some ground, get some quad 1 wins, and that's all you want is opportunity to make ground, get quality wins, to prepare yourself for SEC play, tournament play that is, and prepare for the NCAA tournament.
Well, you know, the 3 games you got coming up, you got to split those. There's an opportunity, you might host. Is that
absolutely,
correct?
Absolutely, because it does come down to quality wins. Because I think that when you get to that top 16, it comes down to, I've been in that, I've gone to that mock selection thing, and they have this S curve. They have all these different different shapes and curves, right? It comes down to who you beat and who you lost to, right?
No doubt about that.
So there's always going to be 20 to 24 teams in that conversation on who should be hosting. You want to be in that conversation. We will be in that conversation.
Right.
And now you want to make sure you have enough quad 1 wins. I think that if I ever can recall correctly, we don't have any bad losses.
No.
We haven't lost any bad teams. We have quality wins, and we have some losses which you hate to say it, but we have quality losses. So you want to make sure that you're stacking the table to when they look at your resume and they put you up against somebody else, they can say, you've beaten some really good teams. Yeah. And this week we got a chance to beat some really good teams.
Yeah, you really do. I mean, like I said, it's just Tennessee team coming up. It's a really good basketball team. They are. I don't see how she sub as many girls as she do, but she got a lot of athletes on the team.
Absolutely.
Like I say, this is one thing that I know about the basketball at Ole Miss. 8 years ago, we weren't having this conversation.
Sure.
We was not having this conversation. It's a testament to Coach Yo and her staff, you guys, for what the basketball program is right now. So that's one thing that I know the fans they were down in the dumps about the loss, but you just got to look at the progress and everything that's happening here at Ole Miss. So we're excited, man. We'll be in the building tomorrow, rooting you guys on, man. And like I say, the thing about it is, you can handle what you can handle. Like,
sure,
man, you talk off the camera, you just got to go play. The best way to get over this is win.
Absolutely.
And go play. And the Lady Rebs have done that this year. They've exemplified what a basketball program is supposed to look like. And you just take from like I said, just go back 8 years ago and look at this program.
Sure.
And look at it right now. It's Totally different.
Absolutely, it's going in the right direction. Coach has won 20 games for the last five seasons, and that's an incredible feat. I texted her when she got 20. I said, "Man, you got 20 again." I said, winning 20 games 5 times in a row, that ain't easy.
That's not easy.
I don't care who you playing.
That's not
And you're
easy.
not in a conference that's going to give you wins. You got to go and earn them. And she's done a good job of building this program to where now, when our losses are kind of unexpected. And when you lose, some people, hey, when they start looking at your stat sheets and start saying who's gonna be the second and third scorer, that means that your 1 and 2 is dynamic.
Dynamic. And you have a dynamic 1 and 2 for sure.
And we have four players right now averaging double figures. So we got 4 players averaging double figures. We got, I think, 2 players averaging double figure rebounds.
Yeah, rebounds. Yeah.
So we're doing a lot of things. I mean, we got players right now 7 to 8 rebounds per game. 2 or 3 of those guys. We got 4 double figures every night. If we can continue to do that, we're gonna be in good shape.
Well, Coach Q, like I said, we will be in the building tomorrow when the Lady Rebels take on the Tennessee Volunteers. Hey, look, so everybody out here listening to this podcast, if you come to the game, take a picture of yourself at the game, and send it to Ole Miss 365, you will get a month free subscription. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna try to pack the house, man.
That's a bet.
So you can go to Ole Miss 365, go to the Twitter page, go to the website, and there'll be information on there. So, Coach, we just want to get behind you and Coach Joe and support you guys as much as we can. We'll be in the building for the LSU game as well. So, like I said, hey, we're gonna make sure we help y'all pack the house, because we want to get as many people in. You know how it is when you got as many people
matters.
in. Yeah, home court matters. So we're gonna try to pack the house and try to give you a little bit of an edge going into tomorrow's game.
I appreciate it.
Well, look, you've had it here. You heard it from Coach Q. I'm Marcus Dent. This is Q's Court. Catch you next week.